This was your first World Series win. This is 96. How special was that one for you?
It's the first. Who was your first girlfriend? You remember, don't act like you're trying. You just don't want to answer it because you got a microphone on, but you always remember your first. What's up, everyone? I'm Derek Jeter, and today we're going to take a look at my style history.
Who styled you right here?
That's all me right there. I mean, there's nowhere to go but downhill after that. Butterfly collar. I do have to get on my dad a little bit. He used to cut my hair back in the day, so he's responsible for this. I don't really know what you call it. That should be a cover right there. I like that picture though.
That was, I think, Hannah's first post when you first went on Instagram.
She didn't tell me about that either. She just tried to have some fun with me. I'll get her back.
Let's talk about the hairstyle here.
Yeah, that's the Ralph Tresvant shag in the back. I was very proud of the shag when I was in high school. Used to wear my hat up high, with the hair in the front. There's nothing good about that at all. Man, wish I could go back. Yankees are big on rules, man. I mean, you can't have facial hair. You can have a mustache. You can wear one chain. Hair's got to be a certain length. I see here, I don't know what year this is, but I see I lost the shag, but I still got a lot going on top. The boss was big on rules. He would call down sometimes and have guys shave between innings, if their beards got a little bit long. So he really paid attention. So yeah, I mean, I didn't grow facial hair till the pandemic. Pretty much from the time I was 18 till 45. I mean, I pretty much shaved every single day. There it is, one chain. That was big gold chain. You finally, when you play professionally, you make a little bit of money, but you really couldn't go overboard because there was a rule to how many you could have. So it was just one. I switched it up from gold. I think I went to platinum. And then at the end of my career, it was black diamonds. My wife had it made for me.
June 97, you're at a fundraiser with Cecil Fielder and Tino here. It was also your birthday, apparently.
Either that or I wore the same outfit.
Who were some of your teammates from the earlier years who you looked to for style guidance?
I don't know if I want to necessarily say I looked to them for style guidance, but I can give you the teammates that thought they had the best style. Cecil Fielder is one. Ruben Sierra is the other. So go back, look at some old photos of Ruben Sierra and Cecil Fielder. These guys thought they were the best dressed players of all time. And I think if you sat them down now, they would tell you the same thing. I first met Michael in 1994 in the Arizona Fall League. So baseball has this Fall League where they'll send top prospects after the season's over with, just so they can continue to develop. And this was the year Michael had started playing baseball and just got to second base. And he's like, what's up, DJ? I'm like, I didn't even know you'd know who I was. And then ran into him a couple times out in Arizona. And he just sort of took me under his wing. And, he's like a big brother to me now. But, Michael, you look at these oversized suits, man. I mean, everything was oversized. And I actually went to the same tailor. I don't even know if he knows this. I went to his tailor to have him make suits because Michael was, the sports fashion icon. Everyone looked up to MJ. And, they're a little big, to say the least. They're a little big. When he reached out to me and wanted me to be a part of the brand, it was like no hesitation. Being the first baseball player and then wear his 11s, turn them into cleats, and then develop my own shoe year after year. It was a fun process, man. So I really enjoyed it. It was an honor for me because of what Michael represented on the court, but off the court, really enjoyed that collaboration.
Let's talk about some of those suits.
Do we have to talk about some of these suits? There we go. I mean, they were all big and baggy, and that was the look back then. You go look at any athletes back in the day, and you're going to see the baggy suits. These were these old school leisure suits, not meant to wear a collared shirt and a tie with it. I had a few of those. When you played for the Yankees, we had to travel wearing suits and ties, especially during the beginning of my career. At the end of my career, they sort of relaxed the rules a little bit. So we always wore suits and ties, but this was, if you wanted to tone it down a little bit, you'd go with these old leisure suits with the dress t-shirt. I think probably when you talk about evolving over time, one of the most uncomfortable things for me was to go from these baggy suits to tailored suits. And my wife deserves credit for that because I wanted no part of it. I wouldn't say I obsess over watches like a lot of people. I think everyone, when they're younger, thinks, oh man, I want to have a Rolex at some point. So I think that one's platinum one with diamonds around it. But I didn't obsess over it. So yeah, I can't help you with that one right there. But I wouldn't say I've obsessed over it. Now it's my wife pretty much.
Let's talk about this GQ cover from 2000. It was your second GQ cover.
Yeah, I remember we filmed this down in Miami. I just remember they tried to recreate a scene from the Beatles when they came over to the U.S. So they had us and they had all of these, like this busload of girls following us down a street. I mean, it was fun because you play against these guys every year, so you develop relationships with them. And then when we got asked to do it all together, we couldn't wait. So we had fun with the shoot.
Fashion Week 2002. Was this your first Fashion Week experience?
Damn, I don't know, man. You think I would have dressed up a little more for Fashion Week. Another rule we had when I first came up with the Yankees is on the road, you couldn't wear jeans. You had to wear slacks. That was my look, slacks and a shirt. Looks like here, Mo Vaughn got a little more dressed up than he used to get after it.
This was your first World Series win. This is 96. How special was that one for you?
First anything is something you're going to always remember. Yeah, I'd never seen that many people in one place before in my life. And it's a pretty overwhelming experience. And Yankee fans are the absolute best, but we got millions of fans hanging from light poles and windows. It was trees, climbing trees. It really was unbelievable. And I can try to explain it, but unless you are there, there's really no way to even articulate it. Damn, how about that, man? On the left, the long leather trench coat. That may be the last time I wore it, matter of fact. It was a lot of misses with the sunglasses for me in these pictures I see. The little small oval-shaped sunglasses. My wife gets on me quite a bit when she sees these old pictures. And, you think it's cool at the time, but yeah, man. I have no idea where the footage is. It's lost. No clue. And I'm so disappointed in that. I was moving a few years back and I thought maybe I would find it when we were moving, but have no idea where it is.
This was after the 2009 World Series win.
See, I still failed with the glasses. The hair's starting to come down a little bit. I lost the leather trench coat and went with the Yankees hoodie and jacket, which makes sense. But yeah, see, I'm starting to evolve. The evolution, my style evolution, that's why we're here, right? It had been a long time since we'd won. We hadn't won in 9 years, and it just goes to show you how hard it is to do. So, man, that felt good to get back to the World Series and win. I don't want to say you forget what it feels like, but you need to be reminded of what it feels like.
Here you are with the boss, George Steinbrenner. How did his ownership style inspire yours?
It's funny, he has a collared shirt on here. He used to always wear his turtleneck, his blazer and a turtleneck, and this was in Florida. He'd do it in spring training. And it's 100 degrees and he's walking around with a turtleneck and a sport coat on. He, in my opinion, one of the best owners in any sport, in the history of sports. Learned quite a bit from him and his mental approach.
This was you in Cooperstown at your Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
I see how you guys just left out about 15 years, so you couldn't even show us evolution. It's just, bam, one extreme to the next. But no, this is, I'm much more comfortable. I don't wear a lot of ties anymore. I'm sort of go a little bit more relaxed, but when you wear a tie, it's for a special occasion, and it doesn't get any more special than this. I remember getting a chance to share it with family, friends who were all a part of my development into not just the player I was, but the person that I became. And to get a chance to share that moment with all of them, it means so much more than any game you can play on the field. There's a lot of people responsible for success, and I was fortunate to have a lot of them there. This is Derek Jeter. Thanks, guys, for watching my style evolution, and we'll see you next time.